Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Boxer Gaming, and yes, this is my desktop. Yes. So first of all, I'm running Windows 8. So for those of you interested, so today we're gonna have a look at how I record stuff. I've got a few requests to just people asking me how to get the quality down and all that. First of all, I'll probably have to tell you the microphone is very important, of course. So I've got a Blue Yeti, which have been very helpful and very handy. It's it's a good microphone, very good so far. So the first thing I guess is just having a good server, you know. So my server is set up like that. It's fast. I've got 16 gigs of RAM, so that works perfectly. Second of all, that I would recommend is always record in the resolution that you want to record in. So what I mean by that is that if you want to record at 720p, play the game in 720p as well. That just prevents a lot of scaling issues. Now for this video I've taken out XSplit, dusted it off, just because it's better at screen recordings, so that's why. So let's have a look. So first of all, I'll show you what I'm doing to record stuff. So games I record via DxTory, sometimes XSplit if a game is not happy with DxTory, but rarely happens anymore. So DxTory can be quite convoluted, like it has a lot of settings and stuff, but strangely enough you don't really have to change much. So I think DxTory costs about 20 bucks, so it's well worth it. You can get it here, DxTory.com. So first thing you want to do is set a folder. I'm just saving it on my C because I've got an SSD in here, so you know, you can see it's pretty fast. And then you go on to your movie settings. So these are very important. So I download this codec, which is the Lageref lossless codec, and that means it doesn't compress the video. It's just not compressed at all, which makes for massive files. So a typical episode would be, say, 20 minutes would be about 20 gigs as well, 20 gigabytes. So yeah, it makes a massive file, but at the same time it gives you so much freedom, you know, to play with it. You can upsize it, downsize, etc., and it just stays a good quality. So there's not much you need to change here. I've got used multi-threading on because I've got a multi-core PC, of course. I left all the rest off. You can enable null frames. What that does is that if you have two frames that are exactly the same, it say you have 10 seconds that you're standing still and nothing on the screen changes. This would mean it would only record it as one frame, and then it would just say repeat this for 10 seconds. Turn that off if you can. Like, it does make the file size smaller, but when you're editing it, it means you can't use any of those 10 seconds because all those 10 seconds have the same frame. Yeah, so that's that. The rest I just keep it at RGB. I haven't seen any big differences, so nice and default. In general, I like to keep everything default because, I don't know, it's just easier. So frame rate 30 FPS is fine. You can do 29.97 as well. Doesn't make any difference. Output, file output, of course. My mobile should be off. That's another quality control thing that I forgot to do today. Yeah, and just include the mouse cursor. That's it, really. If you do want to play a game in a different resolution, just go to size and change this. So if you want to record 720p, just do this, for example. But I wouldn't recommend it because that just means your CPU needs extra power to downscale this. So just keep it 100%. Yep. So then we get the audio. Now, the main reason I like DxTory is because, first of all, it doesn't impact your performance as much, so your FPS doesn't drop as much as Fraps, for example. And the other cool thing is that DxTory records the audio in separate audio streams. Now, what this means is that when you start recording, there's going to be two audio streams. One is going to be your game sound. That's my speakers here, right here. And one is my microphone. And the way I do this is when I open the file in Adobe Premiere, for example, or Sony Vegas, doesn't matter, you can individually change the volumes at any point in time. So say, for example, at 10 minutes into a video, I sneeze loudly. I can just go into my video editing program, go to 10 minutes, and then turn down the volume of my mic for just half a second or so, and the game sound will just be the same volume as always. So that's sort of why I like this. Now I don't have any special audio codecs, these are just standard, all basic. So that is pretty much everything you need to know about DxTory. There's really not much you can do. Well, you can do more, but you know, no need to. So the next step of the process is, and I'll just see if I have it open. Well, I don't, but I do have some video that I'm currently encoding, which is this thing here. Well, not encoding. This is what I'm recording at the moment via XSplit. So if you open Premiere, this is Adobe Premiere CS6. I need it for my work anyway, so I've got the whole set. Let's see, there we go. So you can see my Let's Get Technical, which is Tech It Let's Play, Misa texture packs, and all that good stuff. Now I do remove the source files, and that's just because I don't have space. That's the simple truth of it. Haven't earned enough from YouTube yet to be able to upgrade my storage, because these files can get massive. Now I do have some basic stuff in here, and these are older ones that I made before. So these are the adventure map that I did with Aerobox. Now Premiere has a bit of a weird thing, is that if you just load a file in here, and I'll just demonstrate that. Let's remove that and plonk that file in there. It picks up only one audio file. So if we play this, you would only hear the game sound and not my microphone. So I had to fix this. Just right click it and say extract audio stream. It'll make two files. One will have SD0 at the end and one have SD1. You don't need SD0. Just get a 1 and drag it under it. There you go. And now you can change the volume of these in separate ways. So that's kind of handy. So there we go. What else? So then we have our end screen here, which I just dragged to the end of it. Pretty much done. So that's the familiar end screen that I'm changing at the moment, because it's not. I haven't been playing FTL for a while. I haven't been playing Terraria. I will do another episode of FTL actually, because I kind of enjoy that. Yeah, good idea, good idea. So yeah, that's about it. Now my settings to export, if it loads, yep, there we go. I made my own one, which is very simple. So let's see if I can make this bigger for you so you can see. So of course, width, height, 1280, 720, of course, because it's 720p. Frame rate 29.97 or 30, it doesn't matter at all. Keep all this the same. This is standard, I think. Make sure aspect is square pixel, else you get a really weird video. Profile high level 3.1. Now these things are kind of important. So the bit rate encoding, you can change to 1 pass as well, which is a lot faster, but it just makes it more grainy. So I go for 2 pass, and the bit rate 5.5 is fine. That's for 720p. If you want to go up to 1080p, I would up it to at least 10, at least. Right. So that's about the most important things here. Use maximum render quality. This will triple your encoding time. But so the way I work is I record at night and then I start encoding it during the whole night, and then the next night I upload it. So it doesn't really matter for me if it takes 2 hours to encode a video. That just ensures the best quality. I haven't seen much difference, to be honest, if you turn this off, but hey, why not, you know? Audio, very simple, all basic. I haven't changed any in this, I think. MP4 of course. That's about it, really. So that is all my Premiere stuff. And I just record a couple of videos. Welcome to the Windows 8 horrible start screen that I never use. So I just record a few and then I save the files and then I just add them to the queue here. So for example, I can add these, which they have problems because I don't have the source file, so I don't know if it'll work, but yeah. So I just add them to the queue, change it all to my encoding profile, which is 720p YouTube, and change the output file. Done. So then when it comes to uploading it, I'm using 100 different browsers, by the way, for my work, so you can see all my videos here. Then when I upload it at night, in the morning I wake up, I upload a new thumbnail, change privacy from private to public, and then it just adds some annotations. And I'm sure most of you will know how to do this. So just add node. For some reason, okay, it doesn't work properly in Opera for me. But yeah, you just add it, subscribe, add a link to it, and that's all done. So that is pretty much all you do. I mean, getting proper video quality is very easy as long as you have the right specs for it. I guess that would be the most important thing, because apart from that, it's fairly simple, you know. And just to give you an idea of my specs, I've got an i7 2600K at 3.4, not overclocked or anything because it's not required, and 16 gigs of course. And yeah, that would be all. So as I said, it's very easy to get good quality. Even sound, I was using a headset. It works, you know. There's not much difference, to be honest, just if you're a freak like me. And again, make sure you're not lagging. So have a good computer, have a fast enough computer. If you don't have an SSD to record on, definitely compress the video whilst you're recording it, because your hard drive can't handle just the sheer size of the files coming in at a specific speed. What else? That's it really. It's just play with it. It'll take you. It took me maybe a month or so to get it to where it is now, but maybe within a few hours you get it, and it's good. You know, it's not rocket science. You just have to get into it. So I hope that I explained most of the stuff for you. If you have any specific questions, let me know as well. I'll answer those, of course, as I always try to do. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.